And we are live. So welcome to the Sunday call, August 12th. Active royalty member Jerry Cooper for anybody that's on the call now or that will watch this in the future. What's going on, you guys? Let's get it popping. Let's get straight into it. That was super dope. For those that just heard the whole thing or a part of it, Style was talking about super important. He said, if you didn't go after your dreams last week, go after them today. So that's hella cool because it's like some people, I'll be hearing people be like, oh, like getting discouraged or whatever because they didn't do what they were supposed to today. And now they feel like, oh, like, let me just not do what I'm supposed to for the rest of the week. And it's like, why would you just waste the whole week? Just go for it today. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's not as motivated every day. But today is a new day. So if you really take that saying to heart, then you'll be able to go ahead and revive yourself and go after your dreams for whatever they may be. But we all know we're going for prayers, so shout out to that. Anyway, so nice. Bridget was just recently at SoCal STS with Carla Sandoval as the guest speaker, and she has some notes or whatever notes, experiences, whatever she wants to talk about. Bridget, if you want to go ahead and take it away and talk about that, and yeah, we'll go from there. Let me unmute you.
I got it. I unmuted myself. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so I might take long just waiting for other people. Oh, good, we got more people joining right now. So I was at the STS yesterday. I was supposed to go with people, and of course, as people will do, they bailed on me last minute Friday night, and so I had no guests, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to go. I could do more things with my Saturday. I don't want to go. I'll just stay at home. It's no big deal. And then I woke up Saturday morning and I was like, I'll just go to the gym, have a really long workout, feel way good about myself, whatever. And I'm at the gym and I'm working out and I'm standing there and I was like, you know what? I was like looking at my story in between sets and other people had already been posting about like getting ready. And I was like, oh, all right, I'm going to make it happen. So I texted some friends that I had made in Houston saying, will you be at STS today? They were like, yes, there's saved me some seats. I got there. And one of the first things that Carla said when I sat down in supervisor training, because I legitimately got to go as a supervisor this time, for real, because I'm a supervisor now, yay, was that I sat down. The first thing I wrote down was, when I don't want to go, I must go. And I was like, wait a second. I'm here. I sat down. I was like 10 minutes late, but because the lines were so long. And I sat down. The first thing that she said was, when I don't want to go, I must go. And I was like, well, look at me. Pat on the back because I'm here. So that felt good that at least I got through that. And then she just started dropping some crazy nuggets. So if y'all have a pen and a paper, it'd be good to write some of this stuff down. I'm going to go over kind of like her plan. She called it the plan by Carla. And if you guys, I didn't know who she was before yesterday, and that was part of it. I was like, I don't need to go to STS. I don't know who this person is. Last time it was different, but whatever. And then she ended up being like super impactful. She has all of this energy. She's a very big personality. She's hilarious, and I was laughing. And then she taught me a bunch of crap. So I'm going to start talking about that right now. One of the big things she said was that you have to be a big person to help people build big lives. And that could mean a big person in whatever way you want it to mean. She has a very large personality. She's very bubbly and outgoing. She compared that because Super will be speaking at the next SoCal STS. She compared herself to Super and how they're both big people, like big personalities, but in different ways. Because Super is a little more chill, but he has kind of like this quiet, intense impact on people that he talks to. Carla has this big, peppy impact. So you have to find how you are a big person in your own way. Like I'm a big person literally, like I'm tall and like a large presence, but that's not good enough. Just like me being there in a big presence, like I have to find where I can be big and impactful with my personality so that other people want to join my my team and my journey and my organization, etc. So she kind of went from there to saying, in the same sense, you have to be kind to yourself and where you are right now, but you can't settle for where you're at. So every day, every week, every month, you have to be intense about your work, about your personal development, about developing your emotional strength so that you like are feeling strong enough to go out there and make yourself vulnerable. Because a lot of what we do is vulnerable, and it can be anxiety inducing for people who deal with stuff like that. Like, I don't really like talking to people because I don't like hearing the words no, I'm not interested, no, like I'm so tired of hearing no. Like, no. Go do it. Just keep talking to people, keep being intense about it, and people are going to catch on to your vibe and your energy. It goes back to being a big person. If you're a big person, you're going to attract other big people. So be kind to yourself, but don't settle for where you're at, because if you settle for where you're at, you're going to let life pass you by and you're not going to gain anything from it, and nothing good is going to happen. She also pointed out that it is less than 12 months until extravaganza, which means that if you have goals to walk across the stage, if you say these things, then you have to start today. You can't be like, okay, well, I have 12 months and it only takes 6 months to qualify for this, so 6 months from now I can. No, you have to start today, because every month is not guaranteed to go exactly the way you plan. People aren't going to pull through at the last second for you all the time. So you have to start everything today and take the most of the next 11 months and however many days it is until New Orleans, because that's the only way you're going to get where you want to be. And a good way to do that is to ask what you want and where you want to be 5, 10, or 15 years from now. You have to sit down and honestly think about that, where you realistically want to be and whether or not you're doing what is necessary to be in those places. And that's something that, you know, if you need like an accountability partner, if you need somebody to be like calling you out saying, dude, this is what you want, but you're not doing it, then find somebody that's going to be honest with you about that. Because a lot of our issues, I think, as we've kind of talked about it before. We go to the events, we get all fired up for like a week. Our chat was lit. It was lit, and everybody was posting things and this and that, and like this goes for all of us, and I myself included. I'm giving the excuses again, like I said in Houston. I make excuses because I mean there are things that are real. Like, I have a house full of 11 people right now, and I've been taking care of them all week. But that doesn't mean that when I make my shake every morning, like I do still, I can't take a quick picture and send it to the group. I'm just not doing it, and I need to do that. So I need to be honest with myself about what I'm doing right now and what I can be doing better, so that in 5, 10, 15 years, I am where I want to be. And starting with next year at Extravaganza, walking across that stage, Get Team. I'm not going to get there if I keep making excuses for myself. Okay, so then just really quickly, the plan by Carla. Obviously, we've already all done step 1. We joined. Yay, us, pat on the back. Okay, now it's time to move on. So number 2, you have to have an unwavering belief in the products. That means you have to be on the products. You have to be using them. You have to be a product of the products. And if you're not getting results, then it's only going to go so far, because people are going to be like, well, what has it done for you? And you're like, well, it's made me some money. No, what has it done for your body? What can you talk to people? You need to have like this genuine passion. And if you don't, then it's only going to get you so far. Step 3, get trained. This means you go to the events, you go to the meetings, you go to the Zoom call, you go to the Zoom, you're on the Zoom calls, you're focused, you're not distracted, you're not chasing after people or making meal prep. One of the things she said that I actually wrote down, she said, you plan your meals more than you plan your life. If you're sitting on Zoom, like I do sometimes on Monday nights because I cook for this family, I'm sitting on Zoom making dinner. And she says, you know what, that's all great, but how much are you really taking from the Zoom call if you're distracted? So you can't be planning your meals more than you're planning your life. And the Zoom calls, the meetings, the STS, the LDW, it all is helping you plan your life. So you have to be present for those things. Otherwise, you're hurting your future. Something else she said in this whole like get trained section was that you need to find solutions. So you have to search for what you need, and you have to find the solutions for what you need and your problems. And if you have to ask people for help, then you ask people for help. If you have to go to the trainings and learn something new, you go learn something new. But you're wasting all of your energy when you complain and make excuses. So that's something we all got to cut out. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Okay, so step 4 is to lead from the front. As leaders, you have to lead from the front, because a powerful life is intensity. And like she said, you have to be intense in your day, your week, and your month in order to get your goals, 5, 10, 15 years, get to where you want to be. Because if you're not intense, if you're not consistent, if you don't have faith in what you want to do, if you don't have a belief in the products, you're not going to get to where you want to be. And then the last thing in her 5-step plan, number 5, is to follow through with your 90-day plan. If you wrote a 90-day plan when we got back from Houston, show of hands, who has been following their plan every single day? Anybody? I see Takesha shaking her head. LaKayla is not looking. Oh, LaKayla. LaKayla, you following your 90-day plan? No? Raina? Raina's like, Jerry, Amanda, how we doing? Yes, no, thumbs up to the side. Nah. Okay, the 90-day plan is what we need to do. And if it's not something that you can follow, it's okay to revise it in the middle of the 90-day plan. It's not like you're writing, I don't know if anybody's religious, it's not like you're writing the freaking testaments and it's like going to be set in stone, carved in there, and you can't change it. You can change it. You can make it something that's more attainable. You can, if you said, I'm going to talk to 30 people a day, change it to 5. If you're not even talking to 5, just change it to 5 and follow your plan. What she did with her 90-day plan was she made it like a step-by-step through the day. Like, I'm going to wake up at 6:30. I'm going to be out the house at 7. I'm going to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And so she made it like a routine to follow because she said that that's what worked for her. So if that works for you better than just like writing this stuff down and saying you're going to do it, then do it. But so in closing, we need to chase the business. Everything that's happening is your business. Anything that Amanda's doing, that Tony's doing, that Takesha's doing, it's all our business because we're part of the organization. So you can't act like what you're doing, what your front line's doing, what second, third, fourth, sixth line's doing. It's all our business, and we have to be involved in all of it. We have to work with all of them, and we can't be afraid to reach out to people. I told Jerry, I was like, we need to get Carla on a call. And he's like, first of all, I don't know her. And I was like, it's all right. I'll take care of it. Because she is all in the business. We're all her business. We aren't even in her organization. But she will get on a call with us because she wants everybody in the business to do well. So take the time to build relationships with people in the business. And that's kind of what I ended up doing yesterday. I went to lunch with a couple of the girls on the team that I didn't really know. And then I went and hung out with somebody that I hadn't really spent much time with before. And we ended up like bonding. And now it's like, cool. It's all my business because I'm part of the business. So just chase it, have intensity, have consistency. That's something everybody that's ever gotten up on stage has talked about, is being consistent, and follow through with your plans. For real. And that's all I got.
Fire, 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 fire.
Thanks. I need some water.
Damn, that was dope. That was actually, for not going to STS, I actually got a lot of notes. And
yeah, well, don't get used to it. Not always going to take your notes for you.
You know, that's why it's called teamwork. Let me put this back. There we go. No, that was actually dope, though. And a big thing that would kind of piggybacking off of what she said is following through with your 90-day plan, right? But the biggest thing about that is we writing these notes down. A lot of people write notes down and close the book, never look at them again. And so it's like, why even write the notes? Why do we even take notes if we don't write them and don't look at them ever again? Like, I have this notebook. Let me tell you guys. I have this notebook, right, that wellness profile that I shared with you guys a while ago. I have this notebook where I wrote that in, like in 2015, I want to say, that I still look at and reference for when it's time to teach somebody that. So it's like, if I would have never wrote that down, I would probably be going off the top of my head. And if I was going off the top of my head, it might be as good because, that's just who I am. I'm pretty good at that. But it's not going to be as good as how it's supposed to be because it's written down and I look at it all the time. So make it a habit to rewrite or look at your notes. So if you've been to STSs, if you've been to previous STSs, everybody on this call has been to previous STSs, I'm pretty sure, except LaKayla. But the thing about LaKayla is she went to Extravaganza, so she can look at her Extravaganza notes. So reread your notes because they could be something that you wrote down that you're like, okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna write it down because so-and-so said it. And then it may be relevant to your life right now, or you may now just be able to realize it or whatever it may be. So that's that. But yeah, so going into the middle of August, checks drop. Raise your hand if you're getting a check this month. Raise your hand if you're getting a check. Tony, how you getting a Tony? So everybody, wait, hold up. Let's clap it up for Tony. She's a new coach on the call. Clap it up. She's a distributor under Amanda, and there's a lot of activity going on in her house. Clearly, Tony, what's up? How you getting a check? Talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear everything.
Oh, good. Okay. Hello. So this is my first check. I'm cooking right now, but I'm
First of all, who are you?
I'm Tony. Nice to meet everybody.
Okay, and you signed up when?
Amanda.
You signed up under Amanda, and when did you sign up?
Couple days ago, actually.
Friday.
Friday.
On Friday. That's what's up, definitely. Congrats. Clap it up if you didn't already. You get a check, damn. So that's what's up. Is this your first check with Herbalife? Obviously, it's your first check. You sign up on Friday. So how excited are you about it?
I'm excited. Kind of getting into, kind of drifting into something new, but I'm excited.
Right. Well, congrats on joining the team. Reach out to everybody if you need help or whatever. You can reach out to Amanda.
For sure.
And it's going down, definitely. So excited to have you. And hit me up whenever. Yeah. So let me go ahead and move you out. Put it back on me. Anyway, who is that making all that noise? You know what? That was Carlos. Anyway, who else is getting a check this month? Raise your hand if you're getting a check. Let me go through. I think she heard first. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Definitely. I said that in my mind, but I was like, you know what? It's cool. So Bridget, you're getting a check this month. Who else is getting a check? Amanda, you're getting a check. Okay, so let me put it on this mode. Does everybody know how to get a check? Raise your hand if you know how to get a check from Herbalife. Or raise your hand if you don't know how to get a check from Herbalife. Jorge. That's all right, bro. I'm going to teach you how right now. So look, I'm going to tell you how. So how you get a check with Herbalife is when you have either one, preferred members ordering products under you. That's number one. Or number two, distributors under you that's doing documented volume. So, for example, right, I'm at 50%. Jorge, you're at 25%. So Herbalife is going to pay you your 25% out of your profit, and then there's 25% missing, right? Because Herbalife takes 50% and they pay 50%. So Herbalife take their 50, you get your 25%. So that's 75% total. There's 25% missing, which comes to me on a check next month. You see what I'm saying? So you get the difference between you and your distributor for whatever percentage of volume that they did. That comes on a check next month. So preferred members ordering products or distributors doing documented volume. That is how you'll qualify for checks. And royalties is just supervisors that's doing documented volume. So if you want them checks, sign up people, period. Frontline people and have them doing stuff, which is super dope because that's actually what we're talking about with the 2x4, which I'm going to get to in a minute. Yeah, so I'm actually exactly no. No clients, no money. Because at the end of the day, we didn't sign up to take pictures on Instagram and, get hella likes and build our followers. We signed up to get that money. You feel me? So if you ain't got no clients, you ain't getting no money. So therefore, in turn, do your 90-day plan to get clients and distributors so you can get that hand-to-hand money. Yeah. And so you can get that check every month. Yeah. Let's get it. So we got a challenge starting August 27th, right? That was Amanda that orchestrated that. So is there anything that you would like to say about the challenge? I know you were saying something about that, right? Let me go ahead and unmute you real quick if you would like to.
How's everyone doing so far with talking to people and asking you questions about the challenge? Thumbs up if it's good. Sideways if it's cool. Thumbs down if you need help.
So I was talking to my coworkers at work about it, and funny thing, they were like, "Oh my God, that seems really cool. I seen you posting it, and yada yada yada." And I'm like, "Why do you guys like it or say anything about it?" And then one girl talked to me privately in the back, like she was embarrassed to ask because it's Herbalife. And I was like, I'm like, why you just didn't say something about it? And she was like, well, then another, she was one of those in the middle. Then another girl hella threw it out there and was like, well, I think that's cool, but what if we just do it just for in the store? Because I don't want to be with a bunch of strangers. I was like, why don't you just get everybody in the store to join the challenge, and it'd be a bigger pot maybe of money, or it'd be even more interesting. You meet different people. She was like, I don't know. It's just like an Herbalife thing. And I'm not going to lie, I found myself getting upset and discouraged. And so I was just like, well, I mean, it's out there. It's an opportunity. You don't have to. It's not like I'm forcing you. I just threw it out there or whatever. And she was like, oh, yeah. And then I just kind of left it alone. The rest of the day, I was kind of quiet.
I had conversations like that with a lot of people. So what I just say is, right now, the pot's $200 right now. So I just like, okay, fine. If you don't want to make $200, then whatever, that's on you. What? $200? Yeah, it's $200. Another way, I just tell people, look, you don't have to be, obviously you're coming up to me because you're interested. You're asking me these questions because you want to. You don't have to be on the Herbalife products to join. And the group is for, we're strangers, but the group is for accountability. You don't even have accountability right now. So why not hop on this accountability group, and you can learn a lot of info to help you, whether it's with Herbalife or not. Because this is a perfect way to introduce them to Herbalife or not. Trust me, I had a girl just like this on one of my challenges that literally called me. Is like, look, I don't want none of this Herbalife bullshit. I already see you posting. She's like, I'm not with that at all. I just want to join the challenge. I'm like, okay, cool. So just join. Give me your $20. She joined. Girl, she won the $500 pot. Just because of what we bring to the table. So just keep engaging people, just because. So that girl that came up to you privately, just talk to her. Say, hey, no worries. Let's just get you signed up. I got you. You don't have to worry. You don't even have to talk to those people. Just see what we do.
Right.
That's it. You're gonna get your little mini workout guide. You can get the little mini workout guide and the mini meal plan guide. It's okay. I got you. Don't have to be shy. You don't even have to talk to these people. You don't even gotta meet them. It's just here for you.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah.
To be motivated.
Anybody else? Okay, who has one person joining the challenge so far? Bridget, Jerry, Takesha. No. Okay. 2, 3. I have 3. Josefina has 3. She's not even on the call yet. Okay, so we still have 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? Let me get my calendar out. Is it 2 weeks? I don't know where my calendar is at. My calendar is a mess. Oh, we have 2 weeks. So we have 2 weeks from tomorrow until the challenge starts. So just because we're posting, look, just because we post the flyer on Instagram and on Facebook, it doesn't mean we're gonna get people on board just because we post it. You literally have to talk to other people other than using social media. You have to bring up the conversation. Just people know you're ready to Herbalife, or people who don't, wear your button. I go up to people at work like, hey, you want to join my 21-day challenge and win some cash? what are you doing? And I just explain to them, and I show my clients results. You can show our results too, you know, and you can share your own results as well. Just talk about it. Just say the pot's $200 right now. The current pot's $200 right now. You know, you can win. We're not going by numbers. We're going by the best visible results. And it's only $20 to join. And they say, okay, sure, I will join. Because everybody wants results. They can't say that they don't. So just make it simple. Don't depend on social media to get clients, period, or people joining this challenge. You literally have to go out there and talk to people. Because if you're just using social media, you're literally just waiting for your phone to pop off. And if it's not popping up, you need to go out there and talk to people. Because it's not going to work like that in this business period. Anyone else have a question? Raina, do you even know about the challenge? Okay, Chica, I'm going to talk to you about this later. Anyone else have questions or like how to talk to people, introduce people about it? Or is everyone good? Thumbs up with the challenge or good? Takesha, are you good? Jorge, good? Michaela, you good? I would ask Relly, but I don't see her. Okay. So yeah. So I'm going to post how to take your before photos because they have to be, okay, got you, Relly, because they have to be in a certain way. So I'm going to post a video and I'll post it on the chat and you can use my video or you can make your own video and you can send it. And if there aren't on those guidelines, they're not going to win because we're winning for money. Okay. That's it, Jerry.
Yeah, so just to piggyback off of that, because as you guys know, I always do that. So how she was saying, okay, so one about the talking to people or whatever, right? You guys got to like, all right, let me put this on. Who's listened to the 10X rule? Bridget, Amanda, LaKayla, she looking like 10X rule. All right, so look, I'm gonna tell you guys. The 10X rule is so okay, we all know how to do Herbalife. We all know that we, you know, the whole shebang, use where talk, all that good stuff, right? So the thing about use where talk is the thing about use where talk is that you gotta do it hella. Like it's not just a few times today. You feel me? It's not just a few times. Like you gotta do it hella times. All the time, like 10x the amount of times that you think is going to take to talk to one person. So therefore, in turn, what I'm going to give to you guys, or share with you guys, I should say, is the 10x audiobook, which is basically an audiobook that you guys can read. Audiobook that you guys can listen to.
This is Audible.
I'm going to share it in the chat. But basically, it's personal development. It's a continuous series. It's about like 7 hours. Obviously, you guys don't need to listen to all 7 hours at once. But basically, like if your problem is just the frequency or the amount or like the motivation to do stuff, right? This is what you want to listen to. So what I want you guys to do is listen to this every day, cut it off at whatever, and just re-pick it up or restart it like kind of a little bit before you cut it off so you can remember where it was at, and then you can listen to it, and basically it's going to get you in the right mindset of like, okay, I'm going to go out and talk to 100 people. Now, even if you're not necessarily going to talk to 100 people a day, right, it's going to get you in the mindset to talk to more people than you would have regularly. You know what I'm saying? And that one person could be the person that signs up. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to share with you guys. And the social media thing, I don't know if I talked to you guys about social media. At first, when I first started doing Herbalife, I built my business from the ground up on social media. But that was a different time as it is now. The thing about social media is great. You can definitely get people on there. You want to show people what's possible. Because social media, like if you post about it, right, people that know you, that people that kind of know you, that see you out in the streets or whatever, they're going to know you do Herbalife and they might ask you about it. You see what I'm saying? But unless you just got people, I don't know if I said this and I maybe repeat myself, but if I am, still, unless you got the juice, like when I say the juice, right, it doesn't come down to looks. It doesn't come down to none of that. It comes down to, unless you got motherfuckers in your DMs sliding in there like 20 times a day, asking you what's good, let me get started, I'm ready to pay whatever, right? Unless that's you. You can't only base your business off of social media unless that's you. Because I'm going to tell you something. That's not even me, right? And I'm not saying I'm better than none of you guys on social media, but I've been doing social media longer than you guys as far as doing business. And if they're not sliding my DMs like that, more than likely they're not sliding your DMs like that. And now if they slide in your DMs trying to be thirsty, that's a different situation. You guys probably got more activity as far as that than I do, right? But the regular stuff, what's up? Can I get on the program? Like, I see your results, da-da-da-da-da, 200, 300 right now. Let me get on that same program I see you post that girl about. That's not happening just all the time, all day. So therefore, in turn, if that's not happening to you, raise your hand if that's happening to you. Right. Awesome. So therefore, in turn, your face-to-face has to be on point. Your face-to-face has to be happening. Like, you can't just be posting on social media, right? Oh, I'm just going to post 2 times today, 3 times today, and just hope somebody hits me up, and I'm just going to get my volume moving like that. Like, no. Let's stop that bullshit right now, okay? Let's just stop that right now. So you got to go out and talk to people, right? And if you're not talking to people that day, you got to be following up with people that you met previously while still posting on social media. Because I'm not saying that people won't hit you up on social media. I'm not saying that. You guys, Bridget, LaKayla, Maricel, we was all extravaganza except Jorge. You got, or for those who heard me on the phone talking to the girl where I got her to order the products on the phone, she did hit me up off of social media. So I'm not saying don't post. I'm not saying take your frequency down. But all I'm saying is add your face-to-face to the pot. Okay? Because that's what's going to get you moving. Because, like I'm saying, unless you got the juice, no. Now, some people got the juice. Like, we probably follow some people who we know be showing their DMs and they'd be lit like a motherfucker in there and people be hitting them up, da-da-da-da-da, right? Awesome. If that's not you, we know what to do. Face-to-face. Gang. So that's that. Okay. So does everybody okay, now we switching gears now. Does everybody understand the 2x4 plan that we put in place? Does everybody raise your hand if you understand it all the way? So that way we don't gotta. Okay, who's that in the back with you, LaKayla?
Somebody who plan and act like they don't want to get started on these products.
Oh my God!
She's trying to gain weight, and I told her there's a program to gain weight. Tell her get a man ahead. Tell her
30 pounds. I'm 30
Tell
pounds.
her. Tell her. I'm gonna show her your whole booty game. I'm gonna show her the whole booty game.
Look,
That's where 30 pounds at.
I don't know what's her deal, but she need to come.
Best friend over here talking about biggest supporter ain't got on not a damn product, not a damn challenge.
It always seems like it always seems like your friends are never the ones that support you. It always seemed like that, right? Like, oh my God, let me tell you, I had this vision when I first started. Not when I first started, right? But when I saw the vision of what was going on with Herbalife, I immediately created this vision that me and all of my best friends was going to do this, right? I immediately created that. And let me tell you the facts about that, my friends. Now, one of them was my best friend. Both of them were my best friends at the time. One of them still is. One of them did sign up with me. Actually, out of my close friends, a few of them did sign up. Not like I imagined, but a few of them did, right? One of them is actually still my business as a preferred member, and he still orders products every month, like 300 volume points a month, which is awesome, right? Because at the end of the day, if they don't want to do the business, at least they take value in the products, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about people seeing the value and continue to do in Herbalife, whether it be the business or the nutrition side of it, right? But I created this vision like, oh yeah, all of my best friends are going to do this. We're all going to go. We're about to create this brotherhood of strong black men, right? That's what I had in my mind. And look what we got here. All women and Jorge. Like, you feel me? Like, it maybe not be what you imagine. And that's okay. Because if you would have asked me, what is your team going to look like? I would have told you athletes, bodybuilders, some women, right? athletes, bodybuilders, dudes like me. You feel me? No, clearly. You feel me? So now Bridget's talking. I'm an athlete. Like I see her, I see her looking like I'm an athlete. She's definitely an athlete, right? But initially, what I imagine, and Takesha's like, I'm an athlete too. You know what I'm saying? Initially, and Jorge's like, I'm an athlete too, right? Look, I'm not saying none of you guys are not athletes, right? But what I'm saying is what I imagine is not what it is today. And that's perfectly fine, like, of course. But your friends are usually the last people to join because they know you. You feel me? And if they know you that you probably might have not been consistent with doing stuff like this. They probably, look at her. They probably know that you didn't start something and quit. You know what I'm saying? They don't know if you even believe in it all the way, right? So all you got to do is just have unwavering faith in the products, have unwavering faith in yourself, and just continue to push. Because nowadays, right, a lot of people will look at me and they can't even imagine that I've done what I've done so far. You know what I'm saying? Because I stuck with it. Like, a lot of people are just going to give you that respect off the rip. Like, yo, you really been pushing. You feel me? Like, you really been going the whole way. Like, I respect you for that. Like, I got a homie. Me and the man was riding with my homie the other night, and he was just talking about this. You know what I'm saying? He was just saying that to me about how he respects me for, you know, continuing to do it and going out and doing something like this. Because a lot of people are afraid of just judgment. A lot of people are afraid of what people might say about them. A lot of people don't have the courage, right, to go out on a whim and say, hey, I'm going to do something on my own. I want to create something on my own. I don't want to do the status quo, working 40 hours for 40 years of my life just to retire with 40% of everything that I made. A lot of people don't want to do that. And because when you go against that, because you know, going against the current, they want to talk about you. Oh, you finna sell vitamins. You about to sell this. Like, yeah, I actually am. And let me tell you what these vitamins did for me. Ha! You see what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. So never mind what people say outside of Herbalife, because look at what they're doing. Like, at the end of the day, right, you guys know, you guys have examples of people that's successful in the business that you admire or that you like what they have done and you want to create something very similar or to that, right? Don't listen. Why do we see this? People on stage, millionaire team, press team, 140K, all that shit, right? Awesome, dope, dope, dope. And then when we hear that one person that's talking about, yeah, that's bullshit, and you listen to this person more. Like, why does it be like that? Like, look, cut that person out of your life, man. If your people don't support you, cut them out. You see what I'm saying? But that was definitely off topic. I don't know how the fuck I got on that. But the reason why I'm talking about the 2x4, does everybody understand the qualifications on how to get gear by doing the 2x4? Takesha, everybody. Jorge, I don't see Jorge. Awesome, dope. Tony, I don't see her. Raina, I don't see her. Marissa, I don't see her. Really don't see her, but you guys can type in there if you guys know it. Yeah, Tony's husband. Oh, he was hating. Yeah, people. It usually be the husbands that hate more than likely. I don't know, but whatever. All right, cool. So if you don't know, awesome. If you do know, we're not gonna go over it. Dope. Make sure you guys do it. So I know, like Amanda, I know that she got the people, but she has to do the part for her. Okay, and this is another thing too. For the 500 or the 1,000 volume points, right? So, for example, perfect example, Jorge, I sponsor Jorge. It's personally purchased volume. So, of course, we know your downline volume counts for you, right? Jorge's volume, if he does 500, that's not my 500. You have to produce the 500 or the 1,000 by your clients or your preferred members, because essentially that's still you. You just sign them up. They're still your clients. So it can't come from your downline distributors. It has to be personally purchased or come from your preferred members. So Just make sure you know that, because I don't want you guys to be like, oh, I did it. And then it's like, look, you had a distributor that did like 300 out of your 5. You feel me? Like, that's not what it counts. So that's that part. STS is coming up for us on the 25th. Hopefully we'll see everybody there that's supposed to be there. LDW tickets are also on sale, I believe, online. So I know that there's LDW in Vegas. I know that there's LDW in SoCal. And, of course, there's LDW in NorCal. So get your tickets. You can get them early. If you're a supervisor, I believe you can get them for $75. Or I'm pretty sure about that. You can get it for $75. And if you're not a supervisor, you have to qualify to go to the event. So I want you guys to know something. We also put in a 2x4 so everybody can qualify for LDW, right? Does everybody know how to qualify for LDW if you're not a supervisor?
So you have to be a supervisor to attend LDW?
That's not true, because do you know the qualifications?
No, I don't.
So the qualifications to go to LDW, if you're not a supervisor, is 1,000 accumulated volume points between today and the day LDW start, right? Now, if you're doing the 2x4, that should be easy. You know what I'm saying? And what's even easier is that LDW don't care about if it came from your distributors or not. They just care if you got a 1,000 period. So essentially, do 1,000 volume points between now and then. You'll get to go to LDW, and you'll get to experience all the leadership type stuff a little bit more in, like, who's been to LDW on here? Okay, Amanda. Really, didn't you go to LDW? Did you go or did you not go? I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna tell you guys this. STS is like the monthly events. You know, they talk about STS can kind of vary or whatever, but mainly they talk about the story or the key speakers' story, training, and what's popping. Basically, like who leveled up, kind of whatever, right? Extravaganza is excitement. Oh my God, this is what's going on. New products. Everybody get fired up. Recognition, just a big party. Rah, rah, right? LDWs is kind of my favorite because they really dive into business. Like LDW is the shit, actually. Let's just keep it real. Because LDW, they dive into business. They talk about business building techniques. They talk about building your team. They talk about sponsoring people. They talk about how to retail, and they give multiple different ways from the speakers. And NorCal speakers is Jonathan Weber and James Woods. James Woods is a brand new presidency member, just hit like a couple months ago or whatever. And Jonathan Weber, he's a 20K presidency member with hella diamonds under him. Look, this is how this lineage goes with Jay Webb, right? It goes Heather Schwartz, 1. Jonathan Weber, 2, Prez. Corey White, Prez. James Woods. No, then it goes Corey White, then Dante Williams, who's a Millionaire Team member, right? Then it goes James Woods, Prez. Keon Owens, Prez. RC, Millionaire Team member. Also on this side over here, Tamika Adams, 15K Prez. Like, it's stupid Prez team members under Jay Webb, which means he got a lot of knowledge to hold for that many people, because 200,000 volume points between each person, so that I can only imagine how many people is in that organization. That's a huge organization. So he's coming to speak in NorCal LDW in October, so if you can make it to NorCal, awesome, come through. It's about to be a lituation. What is this? Yes, exactly. It's about to be a lituation. But if you can't make it to NorCal, get to your local LDW because it's going down. And that's really it for that. That's really all I had to go over. There's nothing really spectacular about this week. Keep the energy up it's the middle of the month right now. So if you got your goals and you're not close to them, it's okay because you got a lot of time to get to them. So don't get discouraged. Do that personal development. I'm going to post the 10X rule in the chat and apply your personal development too. Don't just listen to it. Like, apply it to your life, apply it to your business, whatever it may be going on. Because I know a lot of people, and I know I used to do this too. I can't speak for everybody, but I know I used to do this. I used to just hear it and just to say that I did it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh yeah, I did it. and hopefully the universe will give me what I deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, apply what you heard and actually try to change your life. Like, apply pressure to the market, really go out there and talk to people, really go out there and really try to help somebody get results, and really try to create something. Because look, all right, let's get into it, right? Imagine your life right now, right, as a movie, right? Imagine your life as a movie. What kind of movie is your life? Is it a drama? Is it an action? Is it a thriller? Is it a romantic movie? Is it an inspiring movie? Is it a heartfelt movie? You know what I'm saying? And as you as the main character, what kind of main character are you? Are you dynamic? Or are you one of them weak ass people that's just in the movie because you just got lucky? Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if your movie is a romantic movie, you ain't gonna go too far. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because you in your feelings too much, man. You gonna be in your feelings too much. Stuff is gonna be, but what about this? What about her? Look, fuck all that, man. Look, we going prayers, man. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. But no, I'm serious though. Like, we don't got time for that bullshit. But on a serious note though, what does your movie look like? What does your life look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does the main character look like, and what kind of story are you going to create? Because again, the story is important. What is the plot going to look like? Because every main character got to go through some shit to get to the end, to be that person that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like Rocky at the end, running up them stairs. Oh, Rocky Balboa. How much shit did Rocky have to go through? Rocky got his ass kicked, but he was a winner. He was a fighter, but Rocky got his ass kicked, right? Does anybody know about Dragon Ball Z? Does anybody know? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why about Dragon Ball Z. Because Goku, right? Goku is the best hero of all time. But Goku be getting his ass whooped all the time. But he come back stronger every fight. Every fight he come back strong. He be getting his ass taxed. But the next fight he coming back, he finna beat your ass. Now the next enemy, he's gonna fall down. But after he gets whooped, he's gonna come back stronger, right? So it creates this epicness about him and what he's gonna do at the end of his days. You see what I'm saying? So if that's you, what does your story look like? What does your movie look like? What are people gonna say about you? At the end of the movie, when the credits are rolling, are they gonna be clapping and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that was great? Or they're going to be like, I don't got to see that movie again. Or I'm mad that I paid for that, right? When you walking across that stage, are people going to be cheering your name? Let's go. Yeah. Are you going to have hella mentions? Are you gonna have hella mentions in your story so you can repost them? People talking about, oh, you inspiring, da 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 da. What people want to take your picture, right? Or people just gonna be like, awesome, dope. Get to the next person, right? What is your story going to look like? Because you got to do legendary shit to be legendary. I think I've said this before. Have I said that before? Awesome. If I didn't say it before, it's original to you guys. So you got to do legendary shit to be legendary. You got to go through the troubles. You got to go through them people saying no. You got to get them people that's going to quit on you. You got to sign up 5 people and all 5 of them don't do nothing. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta stay up until 11:50 at night to hit your cut. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta show up to the STS by yourself. Sometimes you gotta throw the fit club and you the only person that show up. Sometimes you gotta be the hardest worker. Sometimes you gotta contribute the most. Sometimes you gotta just do the highest volume, right? Sometimes you gotta do that. Because when that happens to you, that make you stronger. And then when you tell your story when you're on stage, because there's going to be people, right? There are going to be people that come in and out of your business, and there are going to be people that are going to be in your business the whole time. Amanda, she's been in the business almost as long as I've been in it. So she can tell you, when I talk on stage, when I get on stage and I'm walking for press and I'm telling a story about this, this, and this, she's going to know it's real because she was there. You see what I'm saying? For you guys, all of us that are here right now, as we go into these global expansion cuts, millionaire team cuts, you guys are going to know about what we went through, right? It's going to make it real. It's going to make it in your heart. So then when it's your turn, you're going to understand that somebody had to go through it for you, so you don't have to do that. So now your story is just that much better, right? Because, yeah, it might take me 5-7 years to hit Prez, but because it took me 5-7, it might take you 3. You see what I'm saying? Damn, I was just gassed, low-key. God, that was just gas. Well, look, though. But no, seriously, though, right? The story is how it's told is important. So therefore, in turn, make it epic. Like, nobody wants to hear about, oh, yeah, I hit Prez in 1 year. I was born into a family. Everybody said yes to me. I signed up 20 people a month. Nobody wants to hear that story. Nobody wants to hear that from stage. People want to hear about the struggles, how you went to Extravaganza by yourself and you had to sleep on the couch with 5 other people. You see what I'm saying? People wanted to hear about how we had to pay hella money for the Ubers every time we wanted to go somewhere because we couldn't get a hotel that was super close. Not we couldn't. You see what I'm saying? But we want to be able to get whatever one right across the street with the executive suite. You see what I'm saying? But we have to talk about how we had to go to our first and second one, not necessarily like that. And then that third one, that was it. Ha! And now we got the Airbnb with 50 people. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what has to happen. That's going to be the story that inspires that one person in the back of the room, and they're going to say your name when they walk across the stage, because that's what it's about. It's about inspiring that person that says, yo, I was at my first event and you were the speaker and you gave me the belief that I could do this business. That's what it's about. Not just, oh yeah, I made it to Prez in 1 year and it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do it for the person that you were, that when you signed up, when you first started believing. Who remembers when they first started believing at their first event? When it was like, you know what? I actually maybe can do that. And all of us remember who the speaker was for our first event, right? I remember mine like it was yesterday. It was Chris Bickerstaff, this white dude from Oklahoma. I never thought I would relate to him. White dude from Oklahoma? I'm from East Oakland. I'm a black dude. What? You know what I'm saying? But what he said to me, I'll never forget this. Well, he didn't say it to me, but I felt like he said it to me, right? He said, can you imagine a life bigger than your dreams? One, I said, ooh, bigger than my dreams, imagine a life. Because mind you, at this time, all I know is going to the NBA. If I'm not going to the NBA, I don't know what I'm going to do, right? And then he said, imagine a life bigger than your dreams and know that you can attain it if you stay in it long enough. If you stay long enough. Because there's going to be times where you're going to be like, fuck, I want to quit. Fuck, it's not going my way. Fuck this, right? If you quit today, you'll never know if you can make it to Prez. And then I'm going to tell you, this is the part that's going to hurt, right? The part about it is not seeing one of us go Prez, right? It's not going to be one of us. Say somebody quits and they watch the rest of the game go with somebody hits Prez. That's not going to be the part that hurt. It's going to be the person that they saw not in your organization start after you that goes. And you're going to be like, they started after me and all I had to do is stay. All I had to do was stay and bring people and keep talking about the business, and I could change my life forever. But you quit because it was hard 1 month, because you missed your cut 1 month, because this person quit on you, because this person talked about you. What? Got to stop with that, man. You got to get out your feelings for real, because this shit can change your life all the way. But it can never happen for you if you don't stay in it long enough and you don't give it the effort. If it takes you 10 years to hit Prez, is it that bad? Is it that bad to hit Prez in 10 years? The average is 14. If you hit it in 10, that's fast. That means you've been making long money for a long time. It's not like you just jumped from supervisor to Prez in 1 year, right? You was probably at 2.5 for like 3 years. You was probably a millionaire team for like 3 years. Making like 12 bands for 3 years every month. I ain't hurting. Like, at that point, it's just natural to keep chasing Prez. At that point, it's just like innately in you. I'm just going to go for Prez regardless, because why would I stop doing this? I made $12,000 last month. And I was chilling at the house. I was with my babies. I was lifting at 2 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I was going shopping. I was competing for my bodybuilding show. You know what I'm saying? I was at my CrossFit gym. You know what I'm saying? I was taking my daughter to school every day. I was showing up for my brother and taking him to school every day. You see what I'm saying? Like, you made $12,000 doing that and you would quit? Raise your hand if that makes sense. Right. That was kind of, yeah, Brittany, that was kind of, yeah. Yeah, that was kind of like this, right? But if what I'm saying in totality makes sense, raise your hand. Okay, cool. All questions is good questions. If not, let's get to it.
I have one more thing I want to say. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. The last thing, I don't know why I didn't say this. It was like in my notes, highlighted, double starred with like boxes around it and exclamation points and fireworks. But one thing that she said yesterday that kind of has stuff to do with what, like, some questions we've been having about the challenge, like, oh, people say this and Herbalife that and blah, blah, like hating on it like I did before I got started. Something that she said, this is a little aggressive. This, you might want to like watch who you're saying it to, but she stood up on stage and she said, when I was at USC and starting to do all of this stuff and people were like hating on it, I just looked them dead in the eye and said, you're not hurting my feelings, you're hurting your future. And that's the thing, is that we aren't going to have feelings about this. If you do, get rid of them right now. Don't get attached to the people that you're trying to get in the business or on a program, anything. Don't get attached to them, because they're either going to not do it, they're going to start and then they're going to drop out, or they're going to be your best client ever and become a distributor. You don't know, and it's not up to you. So get rid of your feelings about anybody that you try to talk to right now. The first day I walked out with a button on in my house, my boss's husband looked at me and said, you joined the cult. And I was like, oh shit. And I took the button off and I was like, oh, that's so embarrassing. Rick said I joined a cult. Guess who is now on the shakes every day taking on my damn mint chocolate? Rick. He joined the cult too. Like, just because I didn't just get it, I said, no, I didn't. And I put the pin back on and I was like, shut up, Rick. You don't know anything about it. And now he's on the shakes. So you can't have hurt feelings about it. And if people are going to give you shit like that, just say, you're hurting your future. You're not hurting my feelings by not doing this. All I'm trying to do is help you. And if you don't want it, you don't want it. So that's all I can say. But Don't let people hurt your feelings. And wear your button still. You didn't join a cult. You joined the best damn organization in the world, so.
Right. I hella forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, haters. We already know what haters are. They're friends, right? Haters are friends that are motivating you in not such a constructive way. So, right, you got to do it for the haters. And if you're, like Grant says, like my uncle Grant Cardone says, if you're doing something good, you're getting a hater. Make sure you get 2 of them, because that's what it's about, getting more people to talk about you. More people talking about you. Do you see LaKayla over there posting about that Herbalife? Do you see Bridget? She thinks she's hot shit over there squatting super deep, right? You see Takesha over there trying to build her butt, trying to get all ripped with all that Herbalife. And somebody that they talking to is going to be like, you know what? I like what they doing. You see what I'm saying? But if they never talking, you can never get that person. So look, accept all haters. Accept them for who they are and welcome them in, because haters give me motivation, right? Who was I talking to? Was I talking to any of you guys about this the other day? Oh my God. Let me tell you this quick story, right? I don't know if I should say this on recording, but whatever, right? Who cares? Anyway, I was talking to this girl, right? Where's the text? Oh my God. Let me, if I can find it in my text, let me tell you. But I was mad for a second. I was mad. But then I was like, wait, why be mad? I'm the one that's winning. I'm the one that's trying to help you out. You better quit playing with it. So here, let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So I was talking to her in DM, whatever, right? Yada, yada, yada. Give me your number. We can talk, whatever. Cool. She gave me her number, and I said, yo, what's popping, da 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 da. We need to join forces, right? She says, oh, really? I'm like, hell yeah. She's like, okay, care to tell me more? And I know you're about Herbalife or whatever, but I don't really know too much about it, right? All right, cool. Well, obviously, you know that's what I do, but let me tell you the most important part about it. And she's all like, yeah, I know people who try to be a part of Herbalife. I said, oh, what we're building is something big. And I give her my vision, right? So whenever I'm talking to people about signing them up, I give them my vision off the rip about what I want to build, right? Sounds good, right? Awesome. Basically, you know, traveling the world, making money, inspiring people, getting results, the whole shebang, right? She's like, oh, I've also been aware. I also have been aware of scams surrounding Herbalife, but I'm not sure I'm the best fit. I appreciate the thought. I said, 0 scams. Actually, though, tell me about the scams you heard of. I want to know what you heard. You feel me? She says, I've heard so many, and a quick Google search will tell you about the company that you promote. I said, oh, you read that we're the #1 nutritional company in the world, right? You read that. It's on Google. Herbalife, #1 nutrition company in the world. You read that? She says, I'm not saying it's a bad company or that the products don't work, although I think that you can achieve this naturally. What the fuck is natural, right? We've already been over this, but whatever you think natural is, motherfucker, right? But the idea of selling products and only a few people are going to be successful is not something that I want to do for if you say that you're a distributor or an ambassador or whatever. Again, I'm not interested, but thanks though. It's all good. Because at this point, right, you're so close-minded about it. I'm not in the game to change your mind. All I can do is be an example. So I say, okay, it's all good, right? I'm ready to dead the situation, move on. You feel me? I'm not going to just, what is it? What's the saying? Beat a dead horse with a stick. I'm not doing that, right? It's all good. She continues to text me and says, thanks for not debating with me because what I'm saying is a real thing. All in all, I'm happy for your success, and I have no following to be a distributor. I'd exert so much time for nothing. And I said, okay, that's not true. And I used Bridget as an example. My newest girl's been in the business not that long. She caught fire and she hit supervisor, right? What do you mean? She went to 50% off. She said, oh, but then I said, but again, it's got to be something that you're open to and not doubting it before you know what's possible. She said, that isn't true. And again, it's a pyramid scheme and people work and exert energy for the big people to make profit. You're probably one of those people, you don't even make money. Your results probably aren't real. Hopefully you enjoy yourself.
What is a pyramid scheme when you're clocking in every day for somebody, helping them build their own pyramid scheme? When you have to talk corporate because something went wrong. You're a part of the pyramid scheme. You're at the very bottom.
Right.
So I'm just confused on when people say pyramid scheme and cult and all that other stuff. Like when I was at work today, I found myself real mad because something happened and I was making drinks and I was like, bruh, I don't want to do this shit. And somebody said, look, Kayla, what's wrong? Because I'm always like happy and stuff. And I'm like, I am human. Like people have their days. I wasn't like in there like a total bitch. But I was just like, bruh, I'm tired of doing the same shit, the same motions, the same people. I am tired of it. I am sick and tired of it. You have a boss that don't give a rat's ass about your success and you moving up as long as they get their check. And what is a pyramid scheme? Everybody, this whole world is a pyramid scheme.
Right. So thank you for that excerpt. Thank you. I truly, truly appreciate it. Right. You see, she was holding that inside deeply. Y'all seen that? She was ready to let that go.
I really was, because today was one of those days where I was like, I'm ready to walk the hell up out of here. And I was like, be reasonable and rational. Don't do nothing irrational, because we wake up tomorrow, you're going to be like, what did I do? But I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I did not mean to cut your story off.
Right. So let me go ahead and just mute you real quick, and we can get back to you possibly. Right. Cool. So you're probably one of those people, your results aren't real, all this type shit, right? And at first, y'all know me, I'm ready to take it. I'm ready to go at it immediately. I'm ready for funk at any time. But then I said, wait, why? Because I see what she does for work, and it's not that awesome. Okay? It's not that awesome. So I said, pyramid schemes are illegal, And that's not something that I would be involved in, right? Multi-level marketing is what it is. And again, I made reference to Bridget and what she did. I said, look, check it out. You don't got to believe in Herbalife. You don't got to believe in the results. You don't got to believe in the products. But you will respect the facts, okay? And I hit her with it. My mom lost 100 pounds. I gained 35 pounds of lean muscle. I put a down payment on my brand new house. I bought a brand new car with my Herbalife money. Therefore, in turn, I done helped hundreds of people lose weight. I got people on my team making money. Therefore, in turn, you don't got to believe in what's going on, right? But you go hear these facts and you go respect what we got going on. So you know what? I appreciate you for the motivation, because when you see me make it, don't hit me up to join. Heart. And guess what she did? She unfollowed me. But that's okay, because you know what? It's not about that, because she wasn't even going to join anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like, she was so close-minded, she wasn't going to join anyway. We don't worry about people like that. We worry about the people that want to do business. We want to worry about the people that want results, that want what we got. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing anybody in the world can tell me about the products. Zero. Asking. Right? I'll share it with you. There's nothing nobody can tell me about the products. The products work. Facts. My mom lost 100 pounds on the products. My mom is fucking like 60 years old. What? My mom goes to the gym not even 2 times a week, maybe 1.5. You feel what I'm saying? She's not an athlete. She's not in there squatting. She's not in there benching. She ain't in there running no miles. But I tell you what she is doing. She's doing 2 shakes a day, healthy meal, snacks in between, taking her cellulose, taking her total control, taking her multivitamin, taking her beauty booster. That is what she's doing. She is eating healthy, right? That's what she is doing. And she lost 100 pounds in like 2 years. If my mom can lose 100 pounds in 2 years, nobody can tell me nothing about the products, right? So we got kind of off topic, right? Let me go ahead and just hold up.